Court is in session. Please be seated. Hit return and good luck. Alright, here's our third witness, the token black gentleman.
Nice suit.
For the record, who are you? My name is Dragg. I think that LTD, I think that abbreviation stands for Lieutenant Detective. He's a Lieutenant Detective for the LAPD, and we'll find that out, but just letting you know. That's a vague question. Please tell me by whom are you employed? I'm with the LAPD. He doesn't specify the division, but sometimes he says he works the homicide division for the LAPD. Okay, multiple question. How and why? Are you just another lying copper? Were you called out to investigate the death of Sandra Stiff? Affirmative. I think that's...
Hearsay.
Oh, it's a okay, this is a hearsay exception. I said it was irrelevant. Basically, this is a character testimony now. Did the maid ever admit to stealing from Sandra? That is a character, reflects on her character, basically. So I should have said it's a legitimate question. Then after that, you have to specify what kind of hearsay exception it is. And I think this falls under character. I think then you press C for a character exception. I don't know. Anyway, let's not worry about it too much. Did the defendant admit to being a killer? Okay, this is a hearsay exception. I'll say... I don't know... I honestly don't even know what keys you're supposed to press, because the game gives you no indication as to what keys you press for a hearsay exception. I pressed A because I thought that stood for admission. Maybe you're supposed to press C for confession. I don't know. So this,
oh, very nice.
Yeah. So this is hearsay, but it's hearsay that's admissible in court, because the defendant admitting to being a killer would be a would apparently be irrelevant. So that's a hearsay exception. All right. What did you learn from... Okay, privileged information. An osteopath is a type of doctor, so violates privilege. What assumes unestablished fact, because we haven't established that the defendant finished with it. What evidence, if any, did you uncover? I think that's a legitimate question. All right. I found blood particles in a bottle of poison. By the way, the first time around, remember, Sandra was stabbed with scissors. This time she was poisoned with strychnine, according to the coroner's testimony, which we didn't record for this run-through. So, blood particles on a bottle of poison, which was strychnine. Give the approximate time... Okay, that assumes unestablished facts. What did you tell your lawyer? That's privileged information. The defendant hated Sandra, didn't he? That's a leading question. Tell us, Lieutenant, where did you first see Sandra? I observed the victim in the garage. Okay, again, remember.
It's a garage.
Yep, remember, you want to remember the location. So, garage. You've been lying all along, haven't you?
She was not in the garage.
Did the defendant murder Sandra in the foyer? Assumes unestablished facts.
That he murdered her.
Yeah, I mean, the wording of the question is kind of... I think it's legitimate, because if he said no... See, it's not clear if he said no, would he mean...
No, it would, because it would say, no would assume that he murdered Sandra somewhere else.
Right, so it's, yeah, I guess it's kind of one of those, have you stopped beating your wife questions?
Yeah.
Did you ever smoke pot? Yeah, one of these, witness character reflections are not admissible in court. Defendant character reflections are admissible as court testimony, but not the character of the witness. Was defendant's timing in this deal suspicious? That's a vague question. When were you first told of the problem at the Stiff Mansion? Okay, he was called early in the morning, arrived at 5 a.m. You want to remember 5 a.m. Okay, I think we're doing pretty well. Did the witness ever work for the Beverly Hills Police Department?
We wouldn't know.
Unknown. Works for the LAPD. Does Beverly Hills have a police department? I don't even know.
I don't know.
I figured it would be part
But
of
he did. He found blood stains on the...
Yes. Yeah. Well, he said he found blood particles. I'm wondering if that... I'm going to say yes. It better not... Okay. It considers that the same as blood stains. Kitchen? No, it was in the garage. The garage, yeah. And... Was it before 6 a.m.?
Yes, 5 a.m.
All right. Great work! You did well!
No, we're not even halfway.
I just love saying that. I love sounding like the heavy weapons guy from Team Fortress 2. Alright, yeah, that was only about 5 minutes, but, yeah, doing pretty well so far. Alright, I will go ahead and stop the video here, and we'll see you on the flip side. Bye for now, folks.
Bye.